We are back with another Wuthering Waves video where we're playing Wuthering Waves. If you're new to the game, just coming in from Steam, welcome in. I hope you have a great time with the game. Wanted to drop a quick guide. With all gacha games, there are artifacts / echoes and what's called echo sets. And every time you get an artifact, there's going to be a main stat and a substat. Well, Wuwa is dropping a new item that I'm going to show on screen real quick. It's zoomed in, so it looks a little blurry. It's called a modification. So data modifier for echoes. This is going to enable you to be able to pretty much pick the main stat of any echo that is not leveled. So it has to be an echo that is not leveled. Let's say, for example, I wanted to convert this echo that's already fully level 25, or even an echo that's, let's say, maybe only level 10, and I wanted to change this from, like, let's say, crit rate to crit damage. You cannot do that. You can only use this on unleveled echoes, but here's the thing. You don't want to make this mistake. You do not want to waste this resource because it is going to be limited when the game launches today. They're going to be sending out 3 in the mail for everyone. But you want to, save these for gold echoes. You don't want to use these on purple echoes. You don't want to use these on, I don't even know if you could use them on purple echoes. But just in case the game gives you that option for whatever reason, make sure you only use it on the gold echo. Now, the thing with 4-cost echoes is 4-cost echoes are very easy to farm. All you need to do is fight the same boss over and over and over and over again, and eventually it will keep dropping. So I truly believe if you were to use this item, it would be a waste for you to use it on a 4-cost. So, for example, I'm going to fight this nightmare version real quick. It's going to take me 2 seconds to kill him. And I want a crit rate. I want a crit rate echo right here, right? Will I get it? Probably not, because my luck is atrocious, right? My luck is genuinely horrible. But, you know, I mean, you never know. Let's see what happens. You know, you never know. But so, once you actually kill him and you do enough damage, I'm over here selling the bed right now. You know, it is what it is. Clearly, I have a massive skill issue. He's going to drop an echo. Bam. Okay. So I want either crit rate or crit damage. I'm really looking for a crit rate, but let's see. And I got HP. Yippee! The great thing is with this new update, these echoes are going to respawn. I think it's like every 10 seconds or something. So you can keep fighting them over and over and over again. The 4-cost are infinitely farmable. Where you should be looking to spend these is the 3-cost section and the 1-cost section. And the reason why I say this is, with the 4-cost, let's say you need to fight G-Way 1,000,000 times. It is a lot easier to fight G-Way 1,000,000 times, which does not cost any resin. You just wait for an echo drop, where for the 3-cost and 1-cost, you either have to spend resin or run around in the open world and hope, in which you pray to God you get a Spectro main stat on a Spectro echo, right? I'm going to show you a graph real quick. So this is Pridewind. This is a pretty good resource for the game. If you look here, it shows you every type of echo that there is and every single set it could drop with. So again, 4-cost echoes aren't necessarily really a problem. But when you scroll down to, let's say, the 3-cost echoes, the 3-cost echoes can roll up to a ton of different main stats and a ton of different sets. So for example, this Abyssal Macarder, let's say if I want it to be Glacio, which is this blue one, I might farm this in the open world to the point where it runs out of my account and I get fusion ones, I get electro ones, I get an HP. I'm not getting a Glacio. So you really want to save it for these 3-cost, or again, the 1-cost. The 1-cost don't have as many kind of different attributes it could drop with. So I feel like it'd be a little bit of a waste for a 1-cost. So I'm really saying 3 mainly, but just in case you're really struggling with the 1-cost, you could throw it there too. And so here is the other chart that I wanted to show you. The 3-cost can roll with attack, HP, attack, defense, arrow, glacio, fusion, electro, havoc, spectro, energy regen. It can roll with so many different of these. So, I mean, like, realistically, if I go into my account right now, like, I have a double attack. I don't even have a spectro main cost on my 3-cost over here. But you scroll down. So let's say I want to go to my spectro set. There's going to be tons that have, let's say, havoc damage bonus, arrow damage bonus, fusion damage bonus, electro damage bonus again. These echoes are pretty much rendered useless. It's not like Genshin Impact where you can kind of data merge or, you know, put them in like a selector to get a specific set back. It doesn't really work like that. So you can data merge these echoes, but there's no guarantee you'll get something good. So this is a really good opportunity for people to save these and really lock in on their 3-cost, because a lot of the times Double attack is not necessarily bad depending on the character, but you most of the time want the element that they're rocking. Unless it's someone like Brant, then you would want like an energy regen. But even an energy regen, that's still hard to get. You look at this graph, I mean, again, you're looking at so many different possibilities with your 3-cross, and he's either going to cost stamina, or you have to hunt them down in the open world, and they will eventually run out in the open world. And if they run out, you either got to join someone else's world, or wait to use stamina. 1 cost are nowhere near as bad. So again, I'm just throwing 1 cost in there if you're really desperate, but I personally wouldn't even do that. You're either going to get HP as the main stat, HP percentage, attack percentage, and defense. So 1 cost are not necessarily an issue here. So if you're desperate, sure, but it's really mainly for the 3 cost, right? And then the 4 costs are not that bad either. It's attack, HP percent, attack, defense, crit rate, crit damage, and healing bonus. But again, I could sit here and I can farm G-Way infinitely. I'll get defense, attack, crit damage, crit rate. You know, it's so much easier for this, and it's really crucial for your builds to make sure that you're getting good 3 cost. The other unfortunate part is let's say, for example, I'm going to use some Echo XP here and kind of brick my account for a moment. This is a horrible Echo, right? This is a Havoc damage, a completely different attribute on a Spectro unit, so this will not work. But you also have to keep in mind, even if you pick the correct main stat, you're still not guaranteed to get something good. So let's say if I upgrade this to 5 real quick, I get this to 5, I got crit rate. All right, that's actually not that bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, the main stat's absolutely dog water. It's atrocious, but you understand the point. Even when you're using this item that is going to be available to you, it is not a guarantee that you're going to get a good Echo. It's going to just at least help you alleviate that initial grind. So just keep that in mind. Now, I believe, to my understanding, they said in which that you can get these through events, item exchanges. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these are in the battle pass as well, the paid version. I'm not 100% sure, but that is just speculation because that's how this normally works for most gacha games. But just keep in mind, also, again, make sure, I don't know, this is not out yet in game, but I want to get this information out to you before. Don't use it on anything that's not a gold Echo if it even allows you to. Really, my opinion, look at those 3 cost Echoes, right? So that's kind of the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? 4 cost, it can be tedious, but again, like right now, when you farm Echoes in the world, I think it's like 30 seconds to a minute cooldown, but now they're lowering that, right? So since they're lowering that, that's going to honestly change the game and just make life a lot simpler. So yeah, I would say just hold off, man. Hold off, and especially if you're new to the game, don't try to rush your builds and everything. Just kind of have fun. And just make sure to save your Echo Tubes, because Echo Tubes are absolutely the bane of everyone's existence. That and tuners. So, but I'll put out some new beginner guides for everyone. But right now, again, let's see if I get crit damage off of this, just for the shits and giggles, because I actually need this. High key. Ah! That's why you don't need to use it on a 4 cost. I'm out this bitch on God.